Greetings, family, friends, and survivors. Turn R2-D2 off here. Oh. So how does somebody weld who's got myoclonus and tremor? Oh, I don't like that. I am anything but steady anymore. But that'll hold. So obviously these are upside down. These go into the concrete to here. We paint them up, and then that goes into concrete footing. And yes, that's hot. Must have been welding that one last. So these are for the big posts out front, and we're adding a roof to the front of the sawmill building. Switch hats here. So Dad's out here laying out for the holes. He's got a stake over there. We've got the auger up here from my house. We'll just drill some holes and set those post anchors in. And we're going to extend a roof over this out just enough that the wind doesn't blow the rain in. And then you can process logs here with the pressure washer without standing in the rain. And those anchors have worked really well for us. I'll show you one that we've done before. I have anything but a back. So there's kind of a fancy one. You could see a saddle on this side that holds a 6x6. That holds a timber that goes across here over to the power pole. But that's what that is. That's a saddle. We make them. We just set them in. 2-inch 80 schedule pipe. Bolt them hard and fast. And that way your posts don't rot out. So this whole back wall is that way. And most of the shear on this building comes from power poles that are about 5 feet deep. Yep. And homemade trusses, skip sheets, and that's how we roll. So we re-leveled the mill and set the pitch on the guide rollers. And a few years ago, we went back to narrower blades, and this is a brand new from Wood-Mizer. We've been running a 1/4 inch longer than this. And so consequently, our guide rollers were 3/8 of an inch longer than these. And the problem is, as you can see with that pushed up against the shoulder, if you've got a roller that's 3/8 of an inch wider than that, it's pushing on the set on that tooth. And eventually it runs the set out of the saw. So since years ago, they had an experiment where they used longer rollers, wider blades, ceramic pucks on the bottom, 5/1000ths of an inch off the blade, with an air, oil, water injection system. Wood-Mizer ran that theory for 2 years and found out it doesn't help the porpoising at all. So what we did is we went back to the narrower blade and we put more pitch. And the reason why you want to cant your rollers this way, as the blade goes this way, that roller turns uphill. Well, if the back of the blade is hitting this shoulder as it rolls this way, that causes the blade to go up. So when the roller builds up with pitch, going to the back forces the blade up hard enough that it breaks the pitch off. And if you don't have if these are straight, perpendicular to the travel of the blade, your blade will porpoise. It'll go down and back, and then you'll have wavy lumber. So these are kicked quite a bit, and they're slanted in both the same direction. So you want it to touch the backside in here where it shoulders, and you want about a 32nd of an inch gap on this side. And if you do that, you'll stop porpoising, and you won't be thick and thin lumber company anymore. Anyway, so we went back to the old rollers. We had a set. We're using narrower blades anyway, and it's just cutting really, really, really nice. So we're going to put in a door, sliding doors on that as well. block the wind from coming in here. And that way we can mill and not get so wet, because as you can see, the water on the floor comes from the rain, blows through this door and out that one because of the wind. So if we block the other side and put a pitched roof over this. So we've got some steel coming. A friend's giving me 26 feet long. They're 4 by 12 quarter-inch wall. I've got 3 of them coming. So that'll be certainly enough to handle the snow load. And we're going to rebuild the log trailer with the other piece. So all I need is a back. Oh, and we'll be in good shape. I think I've done enough today. All right, Dad's having fun. He's going to drill some holes and set those things. After he gets them painted, he'll set them in concrete. So when the steel gets here next week, he'll have something to do, and that's important. I always got plenty to do. All right, folks, have a very blessed day. Oh, by the way, there's nothing cooler than hanging out with my dad. Nothing cooler. Have a blessed day.